The Adventure of Max and the Talking Moon. Have you ever looked at the moon at night and wondered if it could talk back to you? Imagine if the moon was Auntie, just a glowing ball in the sky, but a magical friend waiting to share secrets. This is the story of Max, a curious boy who discovered that the moon had a voice, and together they went on an adventure beyond the stars. Max was 8 years old, and he loved to look at the night sky. Every evening after dinner, he would sit by his bedroom window with his little telescope, pointing it at the stars. His room was full of space posters, toy rockets, and glow-in-the-dark stars stuck to the ceiling. Max dreamed of becoming an astronaut one day, but he never imagined that the universe would come to him first. One summer night, when the sky was especially clear, Max aimed his telescope at the full moon. As he adjusted the lens, he suddenly heard a soft voice. "Hello there, Max," the voice said kindly. Max nearly dropped his telescope. He looked around his room. "Who said that?" "It's me," the voice chuckled. "The moon. I can see you staring at me every night, and I thought it was time to talk." Max's eyes widened. "The moon can talk?" "Of course," the moon replied, glowing a little brighter. "I've watched over the Earth for billions of years. But you, Max, you've always looked at me with such wonder. Would you like to go on an adventure?" Max's heart beat faster. An adventure to the moon. "Yes," said the moon. "Close your eyes and you'll see." Max did as the moon said. Suddenly, a beam of silver light wrapped around him. When he opened his eyes again, he wasn't in his room anymore. He was floating gently, wearing a shiny spacesuit. Below him was the Earth, glowing blue and green, and ahead of him was the moon, smiling like an old friend. "Wow," Max whispered. "This is amazing." The moon chuckled. "Welcome, Max. There's something important I want to show you." As Max floated closer, he saw that the moon wasn't empty at all. Hidden on the far side was a sparkling city made of crystal towers and glowing bridges. Silver rivers ran between the buildings, and tiny star-shaped creatures zipped through the air, laughing like bells. "Is this real?" Max gasped. "As real as your dreams," the moon said. "This is the Starry City. Few humans have ever seen it, but tonight you will." Max landed gently on the moon's surface. The ground was soft, like powdery snow, but it shimmered under his boots. The star creatures flew around him curiously. One of them landed on his shoulder and squeaked, "Hi, Max, I'm Twinkle." Max giggled. "Hi, Twinkle. You're like a living star." "That's right," Twinkle beamed. "We help the moon keep the skies bright, but lately we've had a problem." The moon sighed. "Yes, Max, that's why I brought you here. The star crystals that light up the Starry City are fading. Without them, the stars in the sky will go dark one by one. We need your help." Max stood tall. "I'll do anything to help. What do I need to do?" Twinkle pointed toward a dark cave at the edge of the city. "The missing star crystal is hidden inside the Cave of Shadows. We can't go in because the shadows scare us. But you're brave, Max. Will you come with me?" Max nodded without hesitation. "Let's do it." Together, Max and Twinkle floated across the moon's surface. As they approached the cave, the light around them grew dimmer. Strange whispers echoed from inside, and Max felt a chill run down his spine. But he remembered how astronauts always had to be brave. Inside the cave, the walls glittered faintly with silver dust, but deep in the center was a swirling cloud of darkness. From the darkness came a low voice, "Why do you disturb my sleep?" Max swallowed hard. "I've come to take back the star crystal. Without it, the stars will fade." The shadowy figure emerged, tall and shifting, with glowing red eyes. "The crystal belongs to me now. I want the night to be dark forever." No light, no stars, just silence. Twinkle trembled, but Max stepped forward. But the night sky isn't just for you. The stars bring hope. They help people dream. Don't you like dreams? The shadow paused. Dreams? Yes, Max said gently. When kids look at the stars, they imagine adventures. They believe anything is possible. If you keep the crystal, the world will lose its dreams. Don't you want to be part of something brighter? For a long moment, the cave was silent. Then, the shadow's eyes softened. Slowly, it held out the glowing star crystal. No one has ever spoken to me like that. I thought darkness was all I could be, but maybe I can shine too. Max smiled warmly. Of course you can. Light and darkness belong together. Without the night, we wouldn't see the stars. The shadow shimmered and transformed into a soft grey figure with twinkling lights on its body. I want to help now. With the crystal in his hands, Max and Twinkle hurried back to the Starry City. They placed it in the center of the crystal towers, and instantly the entire city glowed with dazzling light. The rivers sparkled brighter, the star creatures sang joyfully, and the moon smiled proudly. You did it, Max, the moon said. You saved the stars. Max's chest swelled with pride. I didn't do it alone. I had help. He looked at Twinkle and the reformed shadow, who now glowed softly like a lantern. The moon's voice grew gentle. It's time for you to return home, Max. But remember this. Whenever you look up at the night sky, you'll know that your courage keeps the stars shining. A beam of silver light surrounded Max again. He blinked, and suddenly he was back in his bedroom, telescope by his side. He looked out the window. The moon was glowing extra brightly, as if winking at him. Max whispered, "Good night, moon, good night, Twinkle. I'll never forget this adventure." That night, Max fell asleep, dreaming not only of rockets and planets, but also of friendship, courage, and the magic of the stars. And from then on, every time he saw the moon, he knew it wasn't just a distant ball in the sky, it was his friend, watching over him, waiting for the next adventure.